The Legend of Baruklinting. Once upon a time, in a village in Jawa Tengah, Indonesia, there lived a husband and wife. They worked on their farm to make their living, so that they can have a happy and decent life filled with love. One day, the wife said to her husband, "If only we could have a child, it would make our life complete." Her husband didn't say anything back. He was just determined to pray and work harder so that he could be blessed with a beautiful child for his wife. Months later, the wife became pregnant. They were so happy and were looking forward to the birth of their child. But when she delivered the baby, they were shocked because what they saw was a baby dragon instead. The wife burst into tears as she said to her husband, "This dragon is my son and yours. We must raise him well, but I'm afraid of what people will say about him." Then they decided to go and exile themselves to a mountain. Deep in the forest, they raised their dragon and loved him as if he was a normal child. They named him Baruklinting. They always prayed that their son would have a chance to live a normal life as humanly possible. Until one night, the husband had a vivid dream telling him to send his dragon for 300 years meditation at the foot of the mountain. He then told his son about his dream and asked him to do it. The dragon agreed. He went to the foot of the mountain and wrapped his body around it and started his meditation alone. Time passed and it almost reached 300 years. The dragon was still meditating and staying still. Bushes, grass, and other plants grew and wrapped around his body. It made him look like a wooden log. On the last day of meditation, some villagers entered the forest for a hunt. They were going to have a feast. But after spending their days in the forest, there was nothing to be found. As if all the animals knew and were hiding from them.
I feel so tired. Why don't we take a rest?"
said one of the villagers while sitting on a wooden log, as he stabbed his dagger into it. The villagers were surprised. The log was bleeding.
"Look, this isn't a common log. It's bleeding."
They all gathered and saw the stab wound open.
"Can we take it home? Because we could not find anything in this hunt after all."
Instead, they cut some meat off the dragon and brought it home. The day after, all the villagers gathered around and had a big festival. They were having fun dancing, eating, and laughing. Out of nowhere, a little boy showed up. He looked so skinny and sad. Someone shouted,
"Hey, is that a boy? Who is he? I never seen him before."
The little boy said, "My name is Baruklinting, and I'm so hungry. Could you please share your food with me?" But the villagers refused.
"No, it's our festival. You can't just jump in and eat our food,"
said one of them.
"Yeah, we were working hard to get the meat from the forest. said another man.
The boy was so sad and very disappointed. Was this his reward after meditating for 300 years? Luckily, an old woman came near him and said, "Come on, son, I have something for you. Not this fancy, but enough for your tummy." The boy nodded and followed the old woman to her house. "Thank you, ma'am. I'm really grateful for this food," he said. "Tomorrow, when the water overflows, please write on this red mortar to save yourself. This is the only way I can repay you." The next morning, the little boy walked into the middle of the village and called everyone to gather around. Next, he stuck the stick into the ground and began to challenge everyone. "I will leave if any of you can pull the stick out of the ground. But if you can't pull the stick out, then you will have to return all the meat you ate yesterday." Each man gathered and tried to unplug the stick, but none of them succeeded. "How come you can't unplug the stick, but you also can't return the meat that you ate yesterday?" said the boy. "If only you knew that the dragon meat you ate was from me, would you have spared me something to eat yesterday?" said the boy, full of anger. So then, he pulled the stick out and water started to spring out of the hole in the ground. The streams became bigger and bigger, and the water started to drown everything. That was a horrible day. Nobody could ever survive except for the old lady. She jumped onto the rice mortar as the boy suggested and drifted away. The next day, the old lady woke up in the middle of a lake. All she could see was still water and nobody else. She cried and started calling for her relatives, but no one answered. The dragon heard her sobbing and came to see her. "Please don't cry. They were not good people. They failed me and made me waste my 300 years meditation just to become a human with them." The dragon explained, "Now, I will remain in this form. It's better for me not to be a human, and this lake will be my new home. You can stay here and be my friend." So that was the beginning of the legend about the dragon in that lake. Nowadays, people know that place as Lake Rawa, and some of them continue to believe that the dragon is still asleep for hundreds of years at the bottom of the lake. The end.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Comment down below please. And oh yeah, one more thing. Stay tuned for the new video. Bye!